Hello, beautiful listeners. Welcome back to IELTS Mini Talks. I am thrilled to have you here today, and I hope you're all feeling great.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to be here again. I hope your day has been amazing so far.
Thank you, Amir. You too. So, for those who are new here, the goal of our channel is to help you strengthen your IELTS speaking skills. We focus on giving better and more precise answers to IELTS questions and showing the examiner that you can communicate clearly and confidently.
Absolutely. Our aim is to provide practical tips and examples that help listeners improve their answers, gain confidence, and get higher scores in the speaking part of IELTS. So if you want to follow this journey and help us grow, feel free to subscribe and like the video. It really motivates us to create more helpful content. Okay, now Sarah, what's the topic that we're going to discuss today?
Today, we're talking about a very important topic that often comes up in IELTS exams: poverty. And I'm curious, Amir, how would you answer this question?
Wow, what an interesting topic. This is a subject that affects so many people around the world, and it's really important to think about practical solutions.
Absolutely. It's such a relevant issue. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you the question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
The question is, how can we reduce poverty?
I think one way to decrease poverty is to create more jobs for people and let them have an income. Governments should also give better training so people can learn useful skills. Also, it's important to support small businesses so they can grow. And finally, the government should improve access to education for everyone.
Amir, I just listened to your simple answer, and honestly, it's clear, well-structured, and easy to understand. You covered 4 solid points: jobs, training, small businesses, and education. That's a great starting place. But how about we turn this into a high-band IELTS answer? What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, let's begin. Your original sentence was, I think one way to decrease poverty is to create more jobs for people and let them have an income. First, I would replace I think with a more formal expression like, in my view, or from my perspective. These phrases sound more polished and academically appropriate for IELTS. They show confidence and control of language without sounding too casual or conversational. And add the adjective effective before the word way. One effective way. This emphasizes that the method you are about to mention is not just any option, but a meaningful and impactful solution. In IELTS speaking, using words like effective demonstrates a higher level of vocabulary and shows the examiner that you can qualify your ideas precisely, which makes your answers sound stronger and more professional. Now, instead of decrease poverty, let's say reduce poverty, because reduce is the more natural collocation with poverty in academic English. And for create more jobs, I suggest create more employment opportunities. It's more formal and fits IELTS tone better. Finally, let them have an income is a bit basic. We can upgrade it to so that people can earn a stable income. Using verbs like earn and collocations like stable income show the examiner your high linguistic ability.
Amazing. All of these changes sound much more professional.
Perfect. So your basic sentence, which was this, I think one way to decrease poverty is to create more jobs for people and let them have an income, changed to the advanced sentence, from my perspective, one effective way to reduce poverty is to create more employment opportunities so that people can earn a stable income. Your second simple sentence was, governments should also give better training so people can learn useful skills. Now, What I would first change is give better training to provide higher quality training programs. We replaced give with provide, which is a much more advanced verb, and better training with higher quality training programs. Next, instead of learn useful skills, I'd say develop practical and marketable skills. Learn is replaced with develop, and useful skills is replaced with practical and marketable skills. All these changes make your answer much more professional and get you a high score in speaking.
Yeah, very solid and professional. So my original sentence was this: governments should also give better training so people can learn useful skills. And we upgraded it to this: governments should also provide higher quality training programs to help people develop practical and marketable skills.
Exactly. Next you said, also, it's important to support small businesses so they can grow. We better say in addition here instead of also, because it's more academic. Then I would upgrade it's important to it is essential, since essential is a stronger and more precise adjective. And finally, so they can grow is good but simple. We can improve it by saying because it enables them to expand and contribute more to the economy. The word grow in your original sentence is too vague. It could mean increasing in size, profits, influence, or even staff. It's not specific. By replacing it with expand and contribute more to the economy, we make the meaning much clearer and more precise. Expand refers specifically to the business's operations, reach, or scale, while contribute more to the economy explains the positive impact of that growth. This shows the examiner that you can express ideas in a detailed and formal way, which is exactly what IELTS is looking for.
Absolutely, Sarah. I can see why expand and contribute more to the economy works much better than just grow. It really makes the sentence stronger and more professional. So we changed this sentence. Also, it's important to support small businesses so they can grow. To this, in addition, supporting small businesses is essential because it enables them to expand and contribute more to the economy.
And now your last simple sentence. And finally, the government should improve access to education for everyone. First, we remove and start with finally, because it's cleaner and more formal. Next, I'd change education to quality education. It makes the idea stronger. And instead of everyone, we can say all members of society. It sounds broader and more academic.
Yes, that feels much more IELTS friendly.
So we upgraded your last sentence from, and finally, the government should improve access to education for everyone, to, finally, governments should improve access to quality education for all members of society.
Wow, Sarah, I have to say all these changes really transform my simple answer. Each sentence is now more precise, uses stronger vocabulary, and flows so much better. Thank you so much.
I'm really glad you think so. Now I want to repeat the question once more, and this time try to answer it using all the improvements we just made. How can we reduce poverty?
From my perspective, one effective way to reduce poverty is to create more employment opportunities so that people can earn a stable income. Governments should also provide higher quality training programs to help people develop practical and marketable skills. In addition, supporting small businesses is essential because it enables them to expand and contribute more to the economy. Finally, governments should improve access to quality education for all members of society.
Wow, Amir, that was excellent. You can really hear how polished and professional your answer sounds now. Changing just a few words and phrases can have such a huge impact on the clarity and strength of your answer. It really makes a difference in showing a higher level of English.
Absolutely. And now, dear viewers, we want to hear from you. Try answering this same question in your own words. How can we reduce poverty? Don't worry about making it perfect. Just focus on using a few of the words and phrases we learned today, like effective, practical skills, contribute, or expand. Write your answers in the comments below.
Yes, we can't wait to read your responses. Remember, the goal is to practice expressing your ideas clearly, confidently, and with some of the upgraded vocabulary we just talked about. And please make sure to subscribe to the channel now and like this video. These two simple steps encourage us to keep creating more helpful lessons for you.
Exactly. Your support makes a big difference. So hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to leave your answer to the question in the comments.
Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.
Bye. Keep practicing and improving your English every day.